Hello, everyone. My name is Kim Dalsgaard Christensen. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Continia Software, and with me today I have Allan C. Hansen, our Global Senior Solution Specialist for Continia Finance. The agenda for today is very simple. I will give you a very short heads up on Continia in general for those of you who don't know us. And since this is a new solution in Continia terms, I also will guide you through the license pricing, and I will do it before we go to the presentation of the product. In a real world, you will be able to see the product before you consider the pricing, but it makes sense here to take it in this order because you will get introduced to the overall structure of the solutions with the names of the modules and so on, that also will be a part of Allan's presentation. And of course, then you will see a full presentation of Allan's from Allan for Continia Finance, and right after the end of the live webinar, we will begin to answer questions from the chat section. For those of you who haven't met Continia before this webinar, very short, Continia is an international software vendor. We focus 100% building solutions, enhancing the financial capabilities within Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. Each and every solution is delivered through our partners. All our solutions are available on Microsoft App Stores, and 1st of October, all solutions were upgraded to new version 2024 R2, supporting the new Business Central 2024 Wave 2, both in the Continia and Microsoft world, also called version 25. Within the next month, we will release extensions as well, supporting on-premises BC versions 2 years back, plus Business Central 14, the last FOB version. For notice, this version 2024 R2 will be the last version where we include BC14, the FOB version. Companies who remain on this version also for the time to come, this is the version you will be able to get. There will be no further version releases, and within 2 years, we do not offer support on this version any longer. Please also notice that there is no BC14 FOB objects available for our new releases, and that is our Continia Banking, Continia Sustainability, and also Continia Finance, as you're going to see here today. To support this, we have established the most comprehensive range of What's New webinars in the Continia history. There will be webinars in English with both an European and American approach, and webinars in both German and Danish for some of them. Since you did register for this webinar, you will get access to the recording of this event. We will send you an email in a few days with both slides and the recording of this session. Furthermore, we will make all recordings available on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, and you will get notified when we have the videos published in that channel. And the current status is that this Continia community now is supported by no less than 30,000 live installations with more than 45 countries. All solutions are supported by more than 1,600 partners with more than 12,000 people that do have access to our partner services within both license and technical support. We are humbled and honored by all the confidence and trust that lies in this number, and a big thank you both to our partners and customers. As promised, I will quickly guide you through the pricing of the new Continia Finance. As many of you might know, Continia got 2 sets of licenses, separated by on-premises and cloud. At the Continia website, there is a price section where you can find our pricing for all our solutions, both for on-premises and cloud. Here I will focus on the pricing for using Continia Finance for Business Central Cloud through the app on Microsoft AppSource. For all Continia apps, there are no order processes. Simply click download and install the app and try it out for 30 days for free. You will be able to start using our finance tools right after installing the app. And after 30-day trial is over, you can continue to use Continia Finance based on how many production environments you use it in within a calendar month. For many solutions, you must pay for the use of software before you even start installing the solution. With apps from Continia, you can install, try it out, and use it before you make your first before you process your first payment for the use of our solution. In other words, starting up and learn how to use our software is on us. For the introduction of Continia Finance, we introduce a new dimension in our pricing, namely that the essential module is a so-called freemium, meaning that it is for free permanently. On top of that, we offer for now 7 very valuable modules with a fixed price per production environment within a Business Central tenant. Additional environments is offered for a reduced price compared to the first environment. First, we offer 4 modules for €45 per month. If you use more than 1 production environment in your company, you can use the modules for a reduced price per production environment. On top of that, we offer 3 advanced modules for the price of €90 per month. If you see a great value in a number of our modules, we set an upper monthly price based on 2 bundles. The corporate bundle includes modules that is valuable for all types of companies and organizations, and the enterprise module includes all modules included in the entire finance suite. Group companies can get further advantages since we offer a 100% discount on use in additional production environments the rest of this year. First invoice you will see on this will be in February for the use in January. Since we are in October, you must speed up your decision, but hey, we are ready to deliver today, and I'm sure Alan can convince you on that. No pressure, Alan. And with that, I will leave sound and vision to you when you're ready.
Let's dig into the
Thank you.
Solution here. Thank you, Kim, for the introduction. And yeah, my name is Alan. I'm a Global Senior Solution Specialist, and we'll try and walk through the some of the finance functions here. So why the Continia Finance? Well, we have a free essential module. So when you install the finance module, you can choose only to use 1 free module, and then we have 7 extras, as Kim mentioned, as per now, and more to come. So it enhances your abilities in the finance department to make processes more simple. It can be small things, which it usually is in the essential module, but to some people it's a big thing just to have those small enhancements. Generally, you can say that we look at Business Central and see ways where things can be done better regards to in the finance area of Business Central, and then optimize on that. So that means that at some point, some things might be developed by Microsoft, and then we take those functions out again from finance in the next release. The Continia Finance is actually an old product. Those of you who are from Germany know it from OP+, and it's The birth of this product come by as we are combining the OP Plus payment with Continia payment and Dynamo Pay into a new payment product, Continia Banking, and thereby leaving this space for Continia Finance to continue supporting these modules and features that was in the OP Plus package. So this is a product going for 15 years or so, with a lot of happy customers in the DACH region for these modules. So about 2,400 installations in the German market alone. As you can see, the installment numbers in to the right for the on-premise solutions. As for BC25, we are releasing in the DACH. Sorry for the spelling error there, Switzerland, and Denmark, UK, New Zealand, and Australia as per now, but more countries to come when we get the translations up and running and get some feedback on that for the different countries. So that is where we are right now with the release. So it's available on BC Cloud 25 right now. So if you're on an older cloud version, you can create a sandbox to 25 with your own data and install the product and try it out. Yeah. Specialized accounting tools. So have each module in a separate area, so you don't have to buy more modules than you actually need, unless of course it makes sense economically as per Kim's bundle pricing. But yeah, a very well-known product that's just gotten a new name and a new areas of where it works. So we have this free essential module. So if you install and don't activate anything else, we have an essential module that has some features, and here I just mentioned 6 of them, so that even the essential module can bring value to a lot of customers in the way they work in the finance department, and even of course as US partners or end customers can work. Some of the things I'm going to talk to you about today in the essential module is CSV ports, how to, for example, starting on Business Central, easily import data, kind of like the configuration packages as in Business Central, but a bit more easy to work with. Rumors are it's faster as well, but since we're not consultants, it's only what we hear. We have the enhanced application, which is UI improvements to application of transactions, whether it be payments or in the GL open entries. You can get a better overview and makes the day-to-day work easier. We have dimension on system postings. Just mentioned that. So when you have you reconcile a invoice in foreign currency, there might be some dimensions on the invoice. The system posting group on this one, standard Business Central, doesn't take those dimensions from reconciliation down to the GL entries. With Continia Finance, we do that. Then we have the possibility to have comments on ledger entries, and you can see those comments after posting, and you can add more comments, so you can have a let's say a chat with a colleague in the comment section. So it might be you give a reason for why is this open, why should this payment be on hold, and so on. It's easy to see. Then we have some VAT key codes, the possibility to add fast key codes, in this case for VAT, so you don't have to type in all the posting code, sales purchase, company code, product posting group, VAT codes, and so on. It's just one code. We'll look into that. Then we have fast posting codes, and you can get fast information on your journal lines, in your invoice lines, multiple lines. We'll get more into that. And the last thing, or first thing I actually look into, will be balance confirmation letters, the process of around year end, where the accountant comes and tell you, hey, we need to get confirmation that these customers owe you this money, and the vendors that they agree that you owe them this amount of money, and in a certain group they can get the accounting proof that your debt and liability, assets and liabilities are of the volume that you stated is in the balance. So there's a bit help there, and that is actually one of the things that is in the one of the, if you couple it with one of the other modules, you'll get some extended features on that one. As Kim mentioned, we have 7 additional modules. We have the associations, the possibility to group customers or vendors in a business group. So let's say you have a supermarket chain, you sell to all the supermarkets goods, but it's always the headquarter that does the paying of the invoices. When you have associated this group together, then it's easy to look into that. Fixed assets, we have some small features there. The template, we create templates for which to create assets. So already when you purchase the asset, you can create the correct setup on the asset and don't have to wait for the specialist in the finance department to come. The next feature is the handling of quantity on assets. So if you have buy a lot of assets that is not serial number run, or where you can just buy, let's say, 100 chairs for a conference room, then you can actually put in the quantity of 100, depreciate those. Then if you figure out, okay, we only had room for 80 chairs, then you can sell the 20 of the asset, and it will keep track of that. Sell the 20, the value, remove that value from the fixed asset, and so on. And then, of course, there's a lot of nice reports in combination with that, and general just redoing the reports in the fixed asset module, so it's much nicer to use. GL open entries. We the same way we have open entries on customers and vendors, we can have it on a GL account. So if you have an account where you post something either as an interim account, or you post for 6 months of social taxes, and then you pay them, then you can see that it goes up for 6 months, and then on the 6th month you pay them and the account will be 0. But of course the next one will already be there. Then we have the possibility to, like on customers and vendors, reconcile these entries. So, and with included reports, it's easy to say, okay, what was the open entries on this account at a given time? This is, of course, individual on each account, so you can use it where you find it usable. Installment payments. The possibility to make installments on sales invoices, purchase invoices. So if you already before know that you're going to have an agreement with the customer that they cannot pay, or they need to pay over 4 month or weeks, so on. You can create templates for that setup. If it's your general business, it makes sense to make templates. You can put it on a customer, or you can just use it on the invoices, but you can have as much templates for these installments as you want. Or if a customer calls after they have bought something and say, hey, I can't pay, then of course you can use it after this, after the posting of the invoice, and get the entries so it's easy to handle when the customer pays and do reminders on the levels of payment as well. Then extended financial reports, better reporting in Business Central. We have some account groups that helps with the financial reporting, the old account schedule. We have just additional reports. We can see affiliation report views of affiliated company in that environment. I'll come into that. And just a general better balances, better trial balances, overall better layouts, and exports to Excel as well. If you are doing that, the format is correct on the reports there, so it's easy to calculate with. That's one of the big modules, so I'll only cherry pick of that. Multi-level payment discount and treasury. I won't talk too much about that, so we'll just get into that a bit later. Yeah, there was a bit more information about the module. And again, the associations, you can also associate a customer with a vendor. So if you do business both ways with the same company, then it's easy to reconcile and only pay what you owe deducted from what they owe you, or the other way around. It's easy to do the application between this. It's just a click of a button in the application window. And of course, there's also reports and views to see the open entries across these associations. So it's very easy to see if a chain, what do the different shops owe me, or what do I owe them across this entry. Yeah, the fixed asset, I was around that most of it, I think, when I just talked it over fast. The deal open entries, yeah, not much more to say. And the same on the installments, you can see and easily cancel if you are able to pay it in full, or if something have changed. And then let's say you do it wrongly, you choose the 4 installments, then you can of course cancel it and then do a 5 installments or none, or whatever you want. So all scenarios hopefully taken care of at least. The extended financial reports, one of the big modules, as I told you. A lot of better reports and views in Business Central, and the possibility to view data across companies in Business Central, and we'll look into that. And yeah, multi-level payment discount for specific branches or company types. Textile business uses that. The steel business is also using multi-level payment discount, but you can read a bit more about it here. Treasury. For big companies, you can cross-company view, open customers and vendors. Yeah, and we're working on more on that as well. So enough of the PowerPoint. Let's dig into the Business Central. So I have my Business Central here, and let's hope everybody can see what I'm showing. This is the Continia Finance demo portal demo Business Central from our company Continia demo portal. Partners can access that. So if you need to take a look and have some more time than the 30-day trial, you can take a look at that and use for customer demos, of course. It's in there. So we have this Continia Finance demo company, and that's where the show continues. I'm on a Continia Finance demo role center to have easy access to all the functions and fast way to show everything and how it's grouped. So under each fast tab, we have the functions that is related to this. So under associations, I can see my associations, if any customer and vendors have been linked, and the reports necessary in this area. And that's the same for everything. And yeah, so that's the easy way on this dashboard to see and demo things. So, but of course, we have all the necessary functions, and I'll get back into that. Easy to access where it is on the standard views, whether it's customers, chart of accounts, assets, and so on. Yes, so let's get onto it. I'll start by showing the some of the free stuff, and then we'll work and see if how much time we have for the paid modules. I'll go into Continia demo scenarios. That's the easy way to show information, and I have this balance confirmation I would like to show. So the balance confirmation, which most companies at least send out each year to customers and vendors. And yeah, you can have different codes where you can set up different texts. So let's say you're an international company and you send out these balance confirmations across countries, then it's easy to set up with the correct language codes and welcome text and the formalities for each country you're sending these to. So that's just, I'll just do some posting on some invoices. It's fast, it's not so many. Yes. And then we can print these balance confirmations. We have a reference date and some different options. As you can see here, since I have activated the association module, then I have the possibility to print out associations if I wanted to do that. But this is just in the free edition and can free some time. Here I have selected 2 customers, but of course it's possible to take just those that the accountant wants. But let's try and take a preview, just have it a bit faster. So it comes this with, since it's in the free module, it's kind of, you have to manually do something. So either you put it in an envelope and mail it, or you print to PDF and manually add the customer's email and mail it to them and get it back on email. It contains this front letter. We like to have a balance confirmation, kind regards. Then they can send it back to our company and sign it that we agree this is how much we owe you. And then they can see the list of transactions as well. So they can even dispute that we have paid this invoice, but not this invoice. And then we can get our accounting updated with the the differences. And there's another one down here. But that's the basic module, and the free one, if you have the extended financial reporting, then it allows you to mail it to the customers, or yeah. And then we're working on integration with document output, getting some nice layout from document output onto it, or digital signing. That is the ideas of how to make this product better in that way. But that's just one small feature. So how is this Continia Finance? We have in each module, we have a setup. This is the general setup, Continia Finance setup. Just search for it as with everything else. So here you can see which modules I have activated. You can see I haven't activated maintain original currency code in GL entry. That's more or less how BC works as per BC 24. So they have the information now. We still have some enhancements to it, but we'll fade this function out. But otherwise, you can deactivate, activate functions you want to use, and of course that will hide the function in the areas where it otherwise would be visible. For example, print alternate shading is also something Microsoft have done in most reports to make it easier to read. The second line is grayed out. Yeah, but what I'll look into with you guys today is the VAT key codes, fast posting codes. We'll look into the extended application I have activated here. Down here we have the balance confirmations that we looked into and how that is set up. And we can see which modules in general we have activated down here. Or set up, at least. We haven't set up. Treasury is activated, but it's not been set up yet. Yeah, let's, and that the setup is for everything else. So the extended financial reports, you have some setup there as well. But let's dig in and see how is finance working. Just zoom in a bit. So we have in all views where we have the Continia Finance, we have a Continia Finance Fast tab, and where we have the reports relevant for this area, just as Microsoft does in Business Central. So we have here we have the total balance, and we have the extended detail trial balance and interest per account. But these are just a bit better looking and than the standards in Business Central. If we click into an account, we also have some enhancement there. And I'll just hide the fact box. So if I scroll down, we still have the Continia Finance area in the top, but we also have a Continia Finance area in the groups below. Here we have the dimensions on system entry for system entries, as I talked about. It could help text to understand how it's set up. We have the check VAT keys. So this one activated means that you cannot post on this account if you change something on the line as regards to the 4 posting groups, or yeah, 5 posting groups here. So when this is disabled, you can work as normal in Business Central. Now you can't change anything. We have VAT key codes that allows you to fast type a posting type, posting group, product posting group, VAT business posting group, and VAT product posting group. If the setup on the account had been done by one of those key codes, it would have been displayed here as you can it's been built by that template. If we were using open entries on this account, we would see it activated here, and we would be able to go in and apply entries on this one. And then we have, since extended financial reports is activated, we have that information as well on the accounting groups that we can do reporting on. So we have a balance accounting group and we have a profit and loss group, and we can choose this and compare to standard financial reporting, it's much easier to add it here when you create an account, instead of you have to go into all of your layouts and add the new account into the interval. If it's not included already, then you have to add it, of course, and maintain the all your row definitions there. The naming can, of course, be done in the setup. Yeah. So that's the general way. It's of course the same on the customer vendor. We have both areas there, the menu, fast tab menu here, and the group of Continia Finance. But we'll look into the a bit more into the free stuff. So come on, Business Central. Yeah, there we go. So let's try and go into a general journal and see how the fast posting codes work. Oh, where? So there we have the Continia Finance area. We have the comments as I have set up, and the multi-level payment discount. I will not look into that, but we'll look into the fast posting codes. So I have here two posting codes created, and as you can see, there's one line, and there's one called multi-line. We have the possibility to have multi-lines created, and the information we can put on a fast posting line or my lines are account number, balance account, of course the posting groups. We have the offset or balance groups. We have departments, dimension codes, and we can also include an amount. So if it's the same information we post, we can include the amount and have it create the information. So let's just try and create this one. It will create one line with this information, this account number, and then these dimensions, and then it'll create the two lines that we saw when we drilled down to it. So it will just create this. You can use this function both in journals, but also on invoice lines. Yeah. So while we're in the journal, we have, you can see here, we have this VAT key code. So we have the possibility to fast change this from, let's say it's everything was sale and not, then instead of going into say sale and choose if it was foreign and so on, then we can easily choose the correct code, and it'll change the values across the posting groups, VAT posting groups, as per the fast code here. So the fast and easy way for new staff in the finance department to get the correct setup with regards to the business posting group and product posting group, and VAT, of course. Of course, in demo data, it's easy. You don't have that many different groups to choose from, but in real life, everybody, most have some more, and mistakes are easily made. So with the correct, nice description, it's easy to choose the correct one. But in case you don't want a you don't want to be able to change what is posted on the product posting group on and so on from the code, we had this option on the account to check VAT codes. That, as I said, it means it must be set as this when posting. That will mean if you change anything on this line to, let's see, MISC. Or just delete the 2 others. And there we go. And we post them. Perhaps I should put in an amount as well. That would probably. You can see here we have a line error. But of course, it will also come here when we are trying to post. So we can see the error here as well. On the fact box, we get the error and can change it back to retail, and I believe that should be it. Should be able to post this. Yes. So that's the fast capture code, the VAT, fast VAT code, you can say. Yeah. So, but in the journal, we have so many, not so many more possibilities, but we have a payment and we have a customer. And let's take 500,000, that one. And we can, we need, of course, some amount. We have 800 and a bank account, 18, perhaps, if I'm lucky. Here we go. And if I go into apply this entry, then I have the easy way to click off multiple lines. So this was 800. I could, no, not this one, this one. I could take easily by clicking on the lines, selecting the lines this way. Of course, I can apply as we usually do with Shift F11, set apply entries. Or I can just write the amount. And if I do it like this instead. There's a date. It's always great when update. By the way. So if we take this one and this one, and then only apply 200 here. And OK to this, and I'll post it. Take another round on this one. Go in and apply then. I was 1 0 short. Then you can see we have this line with a big bold 200, and I can apply this one. Okay, and we take a new one. Just to make sure I not get into trouble, I'll just set an offset account as well. So you saw this one was blue before, but now you can see it's red, meaning that this line have been applied by another entry line. So it's getting much easier to have the overview of what's being applied, what are we working with on this one, especially when having a lot of entries on this one. Yeah. So of course, this also works when having affiliations, and you can see all the affiliated companies and do a reconciliation of that. You can see if you have a customer vendor affiliation, and you can go in and reconcile between those, and it'll split the reconciliation automatically into a customer and a vendor side. Yeah, it's very easy to work with. The colors help. So that's if you have the associations model, you'll be able to reconcile in the groups as well. Yeah. Let's see. So the next thing I would like to show is the mini intercompany, I like to call it, but a reconciliation list over what we have posted in these in my companies. So I have in this company, I have 5 companies, but only 3 of them have been selected into an affiliation. And the affiliations are set up with a text code. Here in the extended financial report set. And we have this affiliations, and I created one course called NAV. That's how old I am. And here we have that set up. We also have the naming of the accounting groups and yeah, some other setup on other reports. I'll not get into that as the time is running. But in general, we have that set up as everywhere. So let's look into what we have here. So let's take the deal entries. That's a nice, fast one. So, of course, I already cheated a bit. But here we can see across companies, I have my account. And had we used the same chart of accounts, it would have been easy just to overview it here by having the account numbers. But now we're in the Continia Finance demo, and I would like to see what the Germans have posted in their bank account. Let's take the small one just for, so I can just click on the bank 2 and see there's 2 transactions. And so I can navigate through. We have when you use this, you can see we have this create from affiliation. Otherwise, you just text the one company you're in. But I would like this one, but otherwise I can choose from which company I want data. I can select different filters that I want to activate and look the totals on, and I can say I only want a certain amount of accounts because, of course, this is demo data. It's very fast to create. So now it's just going through all the data again, and I can click on it. I can see the posting. So you can see find entries is activated here in the company I'm in, but of course it's not. It's not of course, but it will be too comprehensive to be able to look up everything. But this is a very powerful tool to look up data across companies as well. In the extended financial reports module, you can see the affiliated companies. I'll just so that was one thing I would like to show. I would like to show another report, some other reports we have in or possibilities we have in the financial reporting. We have no, not this one. We have some different options that we don't have in standard Business Central, and just this one, contra assets. So we extended the functions in the in this model, and I'll just go to the row definition. this one. And hope you can see it. So here we have some extra columns. First, we have in the totaling type, you can see we can now total from these accounting groups that I talked about on the deal account. And but here to the right is the more interesting stuff. We have the balance position, and we have separate and as assets and liabilities. This means that if a bank account is negative, is a liability at year start or year end, then it'll be shown in the liabilities. But if cash come in and it's now an asset, then it'll be shown in the assets on this account. Let's just try and see if I do year and do a bit of zoom out here. So this is standard. Just to show how standard works, we have a bank with a value of 300, bank 1. But we have bank 2, it's an asset at the beginning of the year, but a liability in the end. It'll show in the same area. Here we have it split. So bank positive at year start, but no value at the year end. If you go down, look, and then we can see here that we have a net change of 400, that meaning that this account is going into the liabilities area on the reports. So it's small detail, but doing reporting, very nice feature to have this as well. Yes. But a lot of nice reports, and one thing I won't show, just tell, when doing a report in Business Central and you have dimensions, you have to do the report for each dimension. Here we have the possibility to do iterations, so it'll just continue the report for all the 8 dimensions you have chosen, and then it's fast to get the data to Excel or whatever you choose to print if you're a paper kind of guy or girl. So instead of you have to run the report with dimension 1, then run the report with the dimension 2 and so on. Select all dimensions you want to run, choose iteration, and we just create the report. Yeah. Just a quick to the fixed assets. The templates, you know them from customer vendor templates. You can just create one as you like, set it up with the depreciation book. If there are departments on this one, we have the the posting codes, so it'll get into the correct posting groups. And if we use quantity on this asset, you can set it as activated and so on. You can set maintenance, everything you usually set up when you create a asset. So it's much easier for new employees or people not creating assets. Create the templates, just and then the people in the finance department don't have to wait for those who knows about this stuff. This was the last I would show. In Business Central. So a lot more to show, as you can see, of course. I didn't even, I just touched open entries, I just touched associations, installments as well. And even the extended financial reports, much more reports. So I would recommend go and take a look at the reports to see if it doesn't fit you. So do an installation in Sandbox and yeah.
Thank you, Alan. I think a few questions came in through the chat, but I think maybe you can answer them.
I'll just answer them in the chat. Yeah. And
maybe it's worth mentioning that maybe we can insert a few links. This is Continia Finance is a great solution to also study the documentation. So we can throw in a link to our documentation site, and maybe also to Continia Learn, where if you want to get your own knowledge level up on these features, both end users of Business Central and partners can access our Continia Learn and go through a learning path in our Continia Learn section, and then you can get a certificate for Continia Finance as well. And I think we can throw in a few links to that right after we have ended this transmission. So
yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Of course, we are on YouTube. The presentation will be on YouTube, and also the German one and the Danish one, so you can see your preferred language. And it's almost the same with a few differences.
And there will be in a few days you will not access the recording of this event here, but we will send you an email in a few days where you will get the slides and where you will get access to the recording of this event. It will happen in a few days. We have a lot of webinars these days, so that will maybe go a few days before you will get it, but then it's done. But from my side, I will say thank you very much for attending. I hope you liked what you did see, and there's even more you didn't see. So dig in the future as well on Continia Finance. Yeah, and if you're an end customer, go to your partner. If you want to go into this solution, we are ready. And if you're a partner, of course, if you want to know how you can get deeper involved into Continia Finance, then of course you're more than welcome to contact your partner account manager as well to get further. So thank you very much for attending. From my side, bye-bye. I don't know if you want to say a final word, Alan.
No, I'll just answer the questions in the chat, and then I think I will ask Alicia, I think it is, sending them out, to perhaps include a Q&A in the email as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So thank you and bye-bye. Have a great day.